What's up, everybody? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and today's video I'm going to be talking about moneyline in sports betting. I'm going to answer the question, what is a moneyline? How do moneyline odds work? All that good stuff. So continue watching and enjoy the Sports Betting 101 video. My name is Matt Modi. I'm a content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at my handle Matt_Modi_bets. And this video, as I mentioned in the intro, it's just talking about the moneyline bet in sports betting. It's funny because despite the name not being intuitive as much of the total or a point spread, you can't just hear the word moneyline and automatically know what it means. But the moneyline bet is actually the most simple bet in sports. All you're doing, you're just betting on the winner or you're betting on the loser. That's it. It's that easy. You're just betting who do you think is going to win the game. So, with that said, the literal definition of a moneyline bet is you're just betting on the winner of the outcome of the game. It doesn't matter how they win, doesn't matter how many points they win by, doesn't matter if the game went into overtime or 9 overtimes, anything like that. All that matters is what the outcome of the game is and who wins. But interestingly enough, just because the moneyline bet is the most simple bet in sports, just because you're betting on the winner of the game, it's actually not the most common bet placed in sports, and that's because of the odds associated with it. I'll get into a real-life example of how odds work in a real-life NBA game with moneyline and all that good stuff, but the important thing to note regarding odds in moneyline betting is that the heavier the favorite is, the more expensive that team is going to be to bet on. That's kind of how you can view odds in a moneyline bet. So if you're betting on a team that is a heavy favorite, sportsbooks deem them to have a high likelihood chance of winning, that team is going to be more expensive to bet on, meaning you're going to have to risk more money for a smaller payout. Conversely, for an underdog, the opposite is true. They are not going to be as expensive to bet on. So the heavier the underdog, the less money you have to put on for a higher payout. So with moneyline bets, it's all about the odds and understanding how odds work, which I will get into now. So I have up a sports book. I have up a game, an NBA game, Caesar Sportsbook. It's nice because the sports books label things pretty well. So you can see right here, it says moneyline. I have up a Nets versus Knicks game. And the important thing to look at when you're analyzing a moneyline bet is identify who the favorite and who the underdog is. And you can do that by finding the plus and by finding the minus. So for every single game you're looking at, the minus is going to be the favorite. So in this case, the New York Knicks are the favorite. That's why you see the minus right here before a number. And I'll explain what the numbers mean shortly. But the opposite is true for the underdog. So when you see a plus, that means that team is the underdog. So in this case, the Nets are the underdog against the Knicks. So as we've identified how to look at a favorite and an underdog based on the plus and the minus, the next thing that's important to understand is the greater the number for the favorite or the underdog. Just the higher the number, that means the heavier the favorite is. So in this case, the Knicks minus 160. If a team was minus 200, that team would be a heavier favorite. And an easy way to understand how the odds work in terms of money and how much you're going to make per bet is to view things in terms of a $100 bet. So the odds next to a minus means that's how much money you have to risk to profit $100. So in this case, for the Knicks, I would have to bet $160 on the Knicks, and I would profit $100. So as you can see here, I've added this. I've made my wager $160, and as you can see, it pays $260. That means if you include the amount I'm risking, I'm getting a full $260 back, which means I am profiting $100. For an underdog or plus money, the number represents how much you win per $100 bet. So in this case, for the Nets, if I risk $100, I would profit $140. So again, adding $100 to my risk, as you can see, the payout is now $240. So obviously, the quick thing we've learned here is that it is more profitable to bet on underdogs because the payout is higher. Obviously, the risk there is that they have a less likelihood chance of winning. But either way, the important thing to remember when looking at lines is that for the favorite, for the team that has the minus, that is how much money you have to risk to profit $100. And for the plus money or the underdog, if you risk $100, that is how much you will profit. So I have another game up here just to help us look at what it's like when a team is a heavy favorite. In this case, we're looking at the Celtics versus the Pistons. So again, we immediately know that the Celtics are the favorite because the money line has a minus before it. It looks like the money line for the Celtics is minus 900. Conversely, for the Pistons, another high number, the underdog plus 600. So what we've learned in the previous game is that this number represents how much I have to risk to profit $100. So for the Celtics case, looks like I have to place a $900 bet and I will profit $100 because of how heavy favorite the Celtics are. So obviously, it wouldn't be nearly as profitable to bet on the Celtics than it would on the Knicks based on the odds. Again, looking at the Pistons, plus 600, that means that if I risk $100, then I would profit $600, which makes my payout $700. So for moneyline betting, as I mentioned earlier, it's much more profitable if you can identify underdogs that you think have a chance of winning. Again, you just have to make sure that you're understanding the risk involved because they have a less likelihood of winning. Like in this case, for the Celtics, you'd have to risk a lot of money to profit 100 based on what the Knicks odds were. So now that we've identified what a moneyline bet is and that it can be more profitable to bet on the underdogs, the next question is, how do I know when to bet on an underdog and when to bet on a favorite? And that's where positive expected value betting comes in. And that's where OddsJam helps out. That's OddsJam's bread and butter. So go to the OddsJam website, sign up for the email list, sign up for the 7-day trial, and you will learn exactly what positive expected value betting is and how you can identify which moneyline bets are profitable to bet on. And it's as easy as this. You go to oddsjam.com, you type in your email address here, you type in your state, you click start your free trial, and you are on your way to become a profitable sports bettor and knowing what money lines you can bet on to be profitable. Another way that you can become profitable betting on money lines is to sign up for every sportsbook that you have available in your state. So make sure to check out the links in the description of this video. Identify what sportsbooks are available in your state and that you are not currently signed up for, and then sign up using those links. It can be incredibly helpful. Having access to all the sportsbooks available means that you're always having access to the best odds. So instead of getting the Celtics at minus 900, maybe you can find an example where you have them at minus 850 and you are getting more money that way. It's incredibly important. I can't stress enough how important it is to be able to be signed up everywhere you have available. So again, please look at the links in the description. Identify sportsbooks that you are not currently signed up for. Sign up using those links and help yourself become a profitable sports bettor. And that's pretty much it. So now you have the tools to become a sharp, profitable sports bettor. Go to oddsjam.com, sign up for the email list, sign up for the free trial, look at the links in the description, sign up everywhere you can, and start cashing. And that's all I got for you. So again, my name is Matt Modi. I'm a content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam. You can hit me up on Twitter with any questions, any feedback, anything like that. Matt_Modi_bets. And that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please let us know in the comments. We love all the engagement. And other than that, please remember to rate, review, subscribe, like, share with your friends, all that good stuff. We just want to help as many people start cashing as possible. And that's it. That's all I got for you. So hope you enjoyed it and have a good one.